Welcome back to the channel. I've got the steering column out. I've been working on it a little bit. I think on my previous episode I talked about these points where the self-tapping screws came through. I got some machine screws. I'm going to re-tap these holes for a 1/4 inch 20, and I'm going to have to lengthen some wires just a little bit to make this work. But I'm going to use these points. Their extra threads going to come through, and I'm going to use some clamps. I got some wire loom. They're coming and cover this up, make this a little bit nicer looking, you know. And in the future, later on, hopefully get the engine out and, you know, do everything that a person might want to do to get the firewall cleaned up and looking better. Here's a view from the inside. For those of you who restored cars, I'm sure this ain't nothing new, but those of you who don't, here's the opening, speedo cable. Here I got the column out of the car. Got it cleaned up and masked off. Not too hard. I mean, once you get it out, there's something you should look at. You take this clip off here. This is real easy too. It's not even on there that hard because it's just holding this cap on. So once you take this cap off, or this spring clip off, this cap right here, this will just come right off. It should, and the spring will come out. And what you'll have is this. This is actually plastic right here, and pressed into this is a bearing, and that's what's this is resting on. So when you take that out, you know, look at it, make sure it's in good condition. I cleaned mine up because it looked pretty bad. After I cleaned it up, it was working smooth still, so I left it go, repacked it with some grease, and it's working like butter. So I'm just going to leave that the way it is. So I cleaned it up and take out some of the imperfections of the previous paint job, and I'm ready to put some self-etching primer on it and let that dry. And what else? Still got the front end to put on, working on that. We'll get to that part later, maybe in another episode, don't know. Right, yeah, both sides. This one's sort of when I started on. When I go to show the assembly process, I'll just do the other side. I got way more room to work with over there. So that's where I'm sitting right now. So I'm gonna get a coat of self-etching primer on this column and leave it in the sun to dry, and move on from there.